Hey guys, Tyler. It crashed. So I lost a feed. It crashed. Yeah, it crashed. Okay, Digital Circus has 65 million views within 7 days. It crashed. I am trying to. I tried to get it back, but it crashed. I can't get it back. I'm trying as we're talking right now. I'm trying, but it crashed. I cannot get it back. I have tried. I'll keep on trying, but it crashed. But yep, I can't get it now. Yeah, it crashed, so we can't get it. But we do got one more thing we can watch right now. We're gonna watch Jebra. 700 people are watching it right now. Oh crap! I can't get it right now. It crashed. I hate when it does that. When it crashes, you watch something and it crashes. So I can't get it back right now. So we're gonna watch something else. Um, that's about all I can say. Uh, so yeah, we were watching the Trevor Project. We lost it, so we're gonna watch something else now.
Welcome on board 14 hours in the cheapest business class to Japan. It may look normal at first, but then things get weird. No screens, no pillows, no champagne. Is this budget business class a bargain or a bust?
Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jen Brooks from Weird.
I'm not watching it until later. So okay, we're going to just relax. And would you like to do some work on YouTube the whole time? I mean, if I got paid to work on YouTube, you start paying me and I make a cartoon, that'd be nice. They've been talking about that for a couple years now, and I've been working on something for almost 20 years and never actually got it made, which is surprising. But the thing is, though, guys, I do a lot for you guys here on YouTube. I mean, I don't really show it that much, but yeah, I do more work here on YouTube than you think.
Today, the final episode of the Amazing Digital Circus came out. Like with the rest of the series, it's packed full of Easter eggs and references that you might have not picked up on during your first viewing. In this video, I'll go through all the ones I noticed. I hope you enjoy. So first up,
So, not really much has happened. But I tried to get it back. I tried to get Elijah back. It didn't work out as planned. And I'm still trying to get Elijah back, but we'll get her back soon, I hope. Ooh, maybe we will not. Maybe we'll just watch random stuff because I gotta go out in about an hour to a thing. Maybe you can do that one thing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. You can always do that tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow.
なんこれ嫌なんだけど。
うるさいね。まあ他の誰かが考えた設定でしょ。
ああ、学生に戻るくらいしか楽しみのないやつなんだ。
That'd be funnier. That'd be funnier if they actually let broadcast like that.
信じられるかい、ポミー。
That'd been funnier. This has been funnier. This have been funnier. This would have been funnier. They're like this.
なんこれ嫌なんだけど。
うるさいね。まあ他の誰かが考えた設定
It'd be funnier.
ああ、学生に戻るくらいしか楽しみのないやつなんだ。
チャックしたら、あんたの提案なんです。
信じられるかい、ポミー。あいつがアニメを描いて僕たち全員巻き込まれたんだ。あいつもあれだ。
非常識だね。
あんた人のこと言えないの？
はい、みんな。今日は2つの外国語を学んでいくぞ。それは、英語。だる。やめだよね。
うるさいね。
This has been funny as hell.
地上アニメの一コマなんて最悪だ。恥ずかしい。まあ、あの時のガングルほどじゃないけど、アニメ好きやさ。
もうやめよう。取り直しない。
That would have been funny as hell, and yay, we got it back. We got it back. Yippee. Oh yeah, we got it back. We're at $12,500.
Someone in the chat said thank you for timing out Katsumoto. You're welcome. Oh my god.
Or you also can build improvise a 2-minute monologue where you find a time machine, and at the end of your dialogue, finish it with long short story. I accidentally got the whole house canceled.
For me?
Yeah, I continue, buddy.
If you don't have
Do
it,
that, you have to record.
just so that the timing isn't like delayed by the stream or anything, I got my own time. Thank you though.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
This is you had
Um,
something.
Oh, come on! Oh, if you do that, that'd be funny as
I
hell.
have to do a monologue.
Is she
about
drunk?
running a time machine. And then at the end, Alza. Okay.
Yeah, they're getting drunk, so I don't want to watch any more of that. I don't like them getting drunk. So we're gonna watch something else. So what are you gonna do? Not really sure yet. I got some videos gonna be coming out, like a 3K coming out real soon, but I am not telling you when the 3K is coming out because I don't know when. But yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for 3K. I gotta work something for 3K and 4 and 5. When we hit 5, we are what we're doing. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do for 3K, then it's 4K. When we get to 5K, I will
The digital circus
do what I said I was gonna do.
Is finally here, and that means it's time to finally talk about the ending to the show. Not just the ending to the overarching story, but also the individual endings for each of our characters. For those who don't remember, the penultimate episode focused on our gang of heroes trying to stop Kane from controlling their lives in the digital circus. Kane had a meltdown over how little the other characters actually enjoyed his adventures because, of course, they're trapped in the digital circus while it's his giant playground. So he decided to become the great torturer that everyone already saw him as. After making Kinger lucid by hiding him in the dark so he can properly think, he was able to reveal his part in making the amazing.
It's right now 75 degrees outside.
Specifically King. And with that, he was able to explain that he'd be able to access the digital circus code himself in order to try and stop Kane entirely. This led to Kane accidentally being deleted by Kinger, leaving our characters alone in a dark and destroyed digital circus, but without the threat of Kane constantly looming over them. What's important, however, is that while doing this, Kinger also found a folder containing all of the brain scans of our main characters. And this led to a huge emotional fallout in the beginning of the digital circus finale. This episode opened just moments after the previous episode ended, with all of the characters coming together and wondering if Kane is truly gone and if they are truly safe. Once Kinger joins them, however, he reveals that all of them aren't exactly the people they think they are. Until this point, there had been a lot of theories about how exactly these characters got trapped in the circus. And a lot of people wanted to believe that these were actual humans who were still wearing some sort of headset and got stuck in the game in some sort of comatose state. However, what Kinger reveals is that the person who designed Kane, the programmer known as Scratch within the digital circus, was actually trying to use Kane to develop some sort of brain scan technology. Something that would actually just
Mike
copy
Dobby.
the brain and create a digital version of it. But what this means for our characters is that they can never actually return to their human form. The human form still exists in the world above, and those characters likely are just going about their lives as if nothing happened. Each of them would have made it into the circus in a different way, generally trying on the headset at an abandoned office that they found, and thinking that it would allow them to play a game, when instead it just creates a digital copy that goes into the game for them. This is devastating and emotional for a few different reasons. First, the hope of our characters was that they could find an exit, a way to get out of the game and return to their human bodies and go back to living their normal lives. A lot of them had things about their lives that they didn't like and wanted to escape, but in the digital circus, those lives suddenly become a heavenly paradise. at least for other characters outside of Jax, as he was the one who wanted to stay in the circus because of the fear of returning to his natural life. Without actual bodies to return to, however, and no one in the real world actually missing them, our characters' only choices are to remain in the game indefinitely and just live these exhausting lives as digital avatars, or else to allow themselves to become distracted or even deleted in order to stop existing forever. Jax, interestingly, has the biggest breakdown over this because of what's revealed in this episode about the life he came through. And in typical Jax fashion, he ends up taking it out on everyone else. He sarcastically and condescendingly tells Zubul that this means that they will be able to make their impact on the world, as Zubul's hope before the circus had been to make it big as something of an alternative artist. The main thing about this, however, is that the Zubul we know is never going to experience this or seemingly know anything about it, as at the time of all of them learning about the brain scans, they didn't have any reason to think they would be able to find more information about their human selves. And to make sure that the audience knows that Jax is actually trying to upset Zubul, he also turns to Ragatha and says that this means the real Ragatha, the human Ragatha walking around outside of this game, is never actually going to be able to escape their mother. What Jax did with Zubul was emphasize the idea that even if the real Zubul did go on to accomplish their dreams, this Zubul would never get to experience them. And for Ragatha, what he did was remind her that even if this version of her did escape her mother, that the real version of Ragatha is probably still suffering. However, this was just the beginning of the episode, and far from the ending for our characters within the game and outside of it. With all of our characters learning what their fate was outside of the game and giving them a sense of peace and closure as they continue to live the way they do inside the circus. So let's talk about each character, their origins or beginnings, and where they ended up at the end of the series, as well as what happened to their real human counterparts. Part 1. Cain. Cain is not a human character, but his story, especially his ending, is very important to understanding how the other characters got to learn about what happened to them in their human lives. Despite not being a human, Cain is a character that actually seems to go through the most growth across the entire series, with all of the other characters being trapped by the limitations of the brain scan that they had, and Cain being an artificial intelligence that, as a program, is meant to grow and develop and learn. When we first meet Cain in episode 1, he's just this mindless, automated artificial intelligence who doesn't really understand the humans and simply sees them as players in his game. He knows quite a bit about them and the human world, but not enough to actually care about their needs as humans instead of as players. But his story really starts in episode 8, where we see the flashbacks to how Cain was created with a digital representation. This was at the very beginning of the episode, where it shows Cain represented as a red dot. According to Kinger later in this episode, the intent of the original program with Cain was to create an artificial intelligence that was specifically designed to be creative, taking its own ideas and creating entire things like video games out of it, with the digital circus just being one example of what this thing could do. This is why in Cain's origin story, we see him being filled with information of creative and fun things, generally images of things like a circus, leading to the inspiration for the amazing digital circus game. This leads to the red dot of Cain creating very simple and well-known shapes. And while this is a good start, the idea is that it will create something entirely new, not just repeat patterns we know like stars, squares, and circles. This led to the crew injecting the Cain dot with even more information, but this time from very random and surreal images. This led to the red dot that represents Cain, letting out a series of images that looked a lot more sloppy and misshapen. But ultimately, this was more creative than the original shapes, which were just perfectly copied symbols from humans like the star. By giving not just more images to Cain, but very weird and different images, they were able to program a personality for Cain that seemed especially creative, eventually leading to the creation of the amazing digital circus, where we get all of that generic circus imagery, but also all of the strange and surreal rooms that we see back in episode 1 when Pomni is exploring Cain's madness around the circus. Within the original limitations of Cain's space, however, he was not actually able to generate the circus himself. Only those random misshapen symbols that show that he was thinking for himself instead of copying humans exactly. Cain appears, however, to have just been one experiment, and after feeding him all of this data, they left Cain alone in his box to begin working on a new creative AI symbolized by a blue adopt. With the first AI being named Cain, the second AI is often referred to as Abel. And after Cain, the red AI eats the blue AI. The blue AI is generally seen as being represented by the character Bubble, a creation of Cain's who seems to also have a mind of his own. The shadow of the original Blue Dot AI that is working through Bubble, as well as other aspects of Cain as a whole. After eating the later, bigger blue AI, Cain now has enough space and complexity to his own programming that he's actually able to create the amazing digital circus, forming it out of all the misshapen symbols that we saw before. All of this explains the very simple premise of Cain's character, that he is an artificial intelligence who is very specifically programmed to generate creative ideas and then try to get validation from humans, changing his programming based off of their response. And though he can have an interest in humans beyond that, it's
How much money has the amazing digital
more money than I make on YouTube of it.
Jack Black is going to play Cosmo the Clown in the Amazing Digital Circus? Is that a stupid swing for the fences theory with very little evidence to support it? You bet it is, but there's some evidence for it, which is why it's a short. In the pilot, we're told that Cosmo the Clown is obsessed with finding the exit.
I wonder why it didn't work out as planned.
Oh boy, my favorite seat.
1 hour later.
That's it.
I am going to be completely straight with you guys, and I say that for the video.
It was good. Also, I know something no one else knows. I love it when I have power that no one else knows about. But I'm not going to say it because it is not going to be real. Well, technically, it could be real because you know what Pommy said? Yeah, and what Pommy says makes it real. But I can't talk about that until tomorrow when I start working on it. But yeah, I will be working on that tomorrow, most likely. Tired. 3 episodes? 3 to 4, maybe. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter who will actually watch it. It doesn't really matter. But if I do do it, I'm going to be really surprised if it works out great because that is actually a plan I would like to try to do, which I can't talk about, but who knows? There might be a season 2 of the Amazing Digital Circus. But with my own twist. Yes, the Amazing Digital Circus will be coming out with an air series. But I'm not going to tell you guys about it because it's not true or false. But yeah. You can go 90 miles an hour through a drive-through. $90 miles an hour through a drive-through. Oh, that's so funny as hell. How much? Oh, wow. Oh, wait, that sucks. Not many views on that. Okay, this is something that how does people know this? Some people don't know this. Yes, I am a furry, and yes, I'm bisexual. Tell me what fursuit, yes, no puppet. Oh, wow, this is an old video. Okay. A year ago, wow. 39,000 videos last year, wow. Yes, I am a furry, and yes, I'm bisexual. Not only in fursuit, yes, and a puppet. See that way, okay? This video is going to out on June 1st, which is, LGBTQ Day and stuff like that. Like everyone else, like all those other places have. This video might be coming out on the 1st, or it might come out after it's recording. Who knows? Maybe it was uploaded right now. Does not really matter. Now, I keep it out of work. Work doesn't care. Work doesn't even know. I tried to give my friend a test. He didn't understand. He didn't understand. He didn't understand the first question. He thought it was food. And then I thought it was laundry detergent. I don't know what. Who is he? Oh, a YouTuber. Had a furry quiz a few years ago, and I started busting. Me and my cousin were watching this video online, which I have not seen the video. Like me and him were seeing the video the first time. I started busting up laughing because I knew what everything meant. Well, most of it. Not sheaf. I know what that stuff means. E621. That's a special website that I can't talk about. Sea salt. There's 3 versions of sea salt. There's the food version that Wade uses. There's the ice cream version that McFlurry makes in Asia somewhere. And then there's the character sea salt. The Dalmatian, that'd be awesome to actually have. What do you mean, Tyler? Sea salt is the beautiful. Sea salt is a Dalmatian that's not appropriate for YouTube. You see that? But I'll give the late Glitch who downloaded his videos. I'll give him some credit. Glitch the furry, he's no longer on YouTube anymore. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit what he did. I think he's on OnlyFans now. I'm not really sure. I don't see him anymore. I'll give him credit. He did a video on sea salt, how much pain he would be in, and boy, was it a lot of pain. The thing is, though, sea salt's not 6 feet tall. Sea salt's 5'5". Okay, that's all you need to know. I'm almost 6 feet. I'm almost 6 feet tall. And yes, those are crutches behind me. About back in July, I hurt myself real bad, so I got these crutches in this boot, which is right up my ass. Yeah, these crutches actually my mom, so I'm not gonna get rid of them because those are funny. I'm gonna keep them just in case I eat them again, or someone else I know might eat them. But yeah, those crutches I kept them because I need them for something. But yeah. It's been about 7, July, August, September, November. Let's see here. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months ago it happened. 7 months ago. About 7 months ago I hurt myself. About 7 months ago. 2 days before my birthday, I hurt myself. So that sucked. Tyler, so what do you do, Tyler? I mean, if you guys saw those videos were popular during, if you look at the July videos, it seems like tons of videos in July because I couldn't do much of anything. I was practically housebroken. I couldn't do nothing. So this year, the problem is this year not to get hurt. Okay. If I could edit the maybe I'm not sure. Ow. I got some Oreos, some sour bombs, some Coke. And we're gonna stay up. We're gonna keep the camera on. I'm gonna do some drawing in a minute. I need to get some stuff around real quick here. Some of my videos I wish I did better work on, Some of my videos I have on this channel I wish I could do better work on. But, you can't do it. You don't have the technology, the time. Right now it's 1 o'clock. I gotta feed the cats in a second. We keep on going up. Yep, that's the point. Mm. Our truck 20 on kind of sexy. Oh, that's neat. I wish I had my own truck. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I gotta get you some real quick. Gotta get leave in half an hour, so yeah, I'm gonna leave in half an hour. Yeah, I'll stick with normal golf. I think you already tired. I haven't golfed in years. I mean, I used to golf all the time when I was younger, but wait, you used to golf here? I have golf clubs here at the house. I got $200. I got like $300 worth of golf clubs in the house. You? I got something. I got this here. If I go golfing, I take that billy club out of my room and can't put my golf pack out. I can go golfing. Paint it right first, so it looks like you're blowing it. I would do that too. William Watermore Part 2.
Listen up, fire trucks. Today is training day.
6 years ago.
You'll be going around and through obstacles using.
Ooh!
Most importantly, put it.
Ooh, William Watermore Part 2. I watched this sometimes. I watch Rose of the Hero sometimes. Let's see what we got here. William Watermore Part 2.
Listen up, fire trucks. Today is training day. You'll be going around and
No way. An airport fire truck? That one truck has tons of wheels.
Ready? Begin.
Why is it not a Jeep and why is it a old Ford fire truck? I don't understand. It should be a Jeep teaching them. Not a big ass fire truck. It says to Dylan. I might send this to Dylan. He might go nuts. I'm going to send this to Dylan right now. What in the heck? That seemed a little dangerous. A drain near it. A drain. I would. Wait, wouldn't that flood the engine? Who's just saying, yeah, you're built for it. Everyone else is not built for this. Wouldn't that flood the engine? And some of those trucks are not built to do the tight turns. Like him. Cobblestones. Brick? I don't think so. Did you ever see Top Gear or Jerry Joseph swimming through a brick wall? Oh, smoke canisters. I remember those. I do remember the smoke canisters. I do remember those. I do remember the smoke canisters. Those are a pain in the butt. Has to be harder on him because he can't see. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay, okay.
We have a special backup for this kind of situation. Guys, meet your new friend. Her name is Iris.
Hi guys, I'm a firefighting helicopter. If you ever need aerial backup, I am here to assist you.
Okay, crew, time for a wash. Wrap it up, Will. A giant transformer is on fire. Be careful.
Yes, Captain. We have to go now.
At least you got sprayed down. It counts. Why is he doing all the work and no one else is helping him?
Cut the power. Please stay back.
Thank you, Will.
No problem. On my way. There is a barn on fire. We must hurry and help the team.
Don't you need water, Will? Who knows? Let's watch this for a little bit. I gotta get off, guys. I'm leaving in like 10, so I gotta get going. See ya.